We're back on MorningLine. All right, Chef Star is with us. Star May is her full name.
That's my name.
Star May, and she is the head of Anzie Blue, which is going to go full-time catering, but she's just a wonderful chef, and she's very personable, and she's got great recipes. Hey, listen, you've taught classes, and you've gone through 3 already. You have one more class. Tell us a little bit about them and how it goes down, where they get tickets and all this.
Yes, it was a great Southern Thanksgiving cooking series. Yes, my series was to help people have the perfect Southern Thanksgiving. We've been through all of the dishes: candied yams, green bean casserole, cranberry sauce, dressing, chicken, ham. Like, we've done it all. And this week, Wednesday, turkey.
All right. So you're going to go over all the turkey. We talked about that. Tickets can be purchased at the Anzie Blue website. It's $50 a person. That includes a complimentary cocktail, all right? And she makes strong cocktails. Woo! And bites from the cooking demonstration. Of course, you'll get to sample. Classes begin at 6 p.m. Space is limited, and it is at Anzie Blue. It's at your restaurant. Okay, so this will be turkey. So this is the centerpiece of most people's meals.
Exactly. So if you got everything else, every year we struggle with the turkey, come and see me, and I'm gonna show you how to make yourself a winner.
Awesome. All right. And as far as your book, let's remind people, you brought it on last time, but hold it up. I think we might even have another shot of it. But this book, you know what I like about this cookbook, among other things, is the illustrations. The pictures are always great. I can look at all the food, but it's not gigantic.
No.
It's not gigantic. You kind of have just your favorite of the favorites in here, right?
It's just and these are my Anzie Blue favorites. Now I'm going to catering. You may have to watch out.
Will there be different when you do the catering recipes than what other foods besides what you've had at Anzie?
Because I've been with Anzie Blue. I love her, but I've been kind of locked into the breakfast. I haven't been able to do a lot of other dishes. Like, you know, I cook dinner too. I'm like a chef. I don't just cook eggs.
No, you do much more than that.
I do a lot of things. So I would like to be able to display and show all of those things as well.
Man, and some of just the basic stuff, like mashed potatoes here with cloves of garlic mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Just so good. You don't use potato buds and just add water?
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't knock it, because as a single mother, I do understand there are days.
I know.
Right?
Absolutely. Hey, James had a follow-up. James, you had a follow-up comment? Hi, James.
Yeah, man. Tofu. Tofu makes a fake mushroom.
Oh, a fake mushroom.
Fake mushroom.
Really?
That's why she had that.
Okay. Wow. See, James knows his foods. I mean, a fake mushroom. You're not saying you dislike the taste of mushrooms. You're just allergic to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about desserts real quick. All right. With regard to Thanksgiving or whatever. First things first. People usually, frankly. All right. Jackie's recipe. Again, I agree with her. It goes great with the greens and everything. But a lot of those sweet potato dishes, to me, sound like delicious desserts.
Yeah.
I mean, they're so sweet, but you think then about sweet potato pie, you think about chess pie, you think about pumpkin pie. What about those for you?
When you
come down
I make
on
all
pies?
of those.
Yeah.
My favorite is pecan pie.
Pecan pie, all right. And you
in the deep south, they call it pecan.
Pecan pie.
Pecan pie is my favorite.
And what do you find, for me, okay, I've seen all kinds of different pecan pies.
Right.
What do you say, characteristic-wise, makes a perfect pecan pie? In terms of usually the flavors are going to be essentially there. You're using pecans. You're using, what makes the meringue under there, and the crust has to be good. But what makes it, for you, a really good pie?
Well, for me, it's the caramelization.
Yep, and the crunchiness and the way it cuts.
Yep.
I like if it comes out and it's got a crunch. It can't be soggy. The crust is key.
The crust, exactly.
How do you keep it from becoming soggy? You know what I mean?
Well, I kind of bake it a little bit. I stab it with a fork a bunch of times, and then I stick it in the oven for a little bit.
Yeah.
And just go ahead and get it a little firm, and then I pour my goo in.
How do you, the goo is it basically brown sugar, egg,
butter,
and
fat.
And then on top, because I've never made one, and then so you pour that in there, and then the pecans have been in a pan seasoned with the brown sugar and stuff as well, and then you put them across the top?
No, I mix it all together in a big old bowl.
It's all mixed together, and then when you put it into the pan, but isn't there a layer of pecans at the top?
Because the weight of the gelatin is heavier.
Naturally goes down to
So as it cooks, the pecans naturally rise to the top.
Okay. Makes sense. They're so good.
Chemistry,
Pecan pie
that's
is
all
just
cooking is.
awesome. All right, I'm trying to think if there's any other offbeat desserts that we talk about or that you would like to include. I mean, pies come to mind.
And cakes.
Okay, cakes.
Is a very big deal. German chocolate cake, at my family, carrot cake, red velvet, and your classic yellow cake with chocolate icing.
Yum. Is red velvet kind of a hard cake to make? I mean, is there anything different about that than I've heard that?
No, because it's just, I mean, my grandmother made it classically with beets.
Okay. With beets is the red color.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But now they just use the red 85.
Red coloring.
Yeah.
It's funny you talk about beets. That just flashed to a wonderful woman who used to make a cake for us here at News Channel 5. It was a sauerkraut chocolate cake. The sauerkraut went into the mix, and you're like, oh, nasty. But no, the whole point is that flavor of sauerkraut you don't taste. But the sauerkraut provided a moisture to the cake. It was very moist. I mean, you cut it, it's not, ooh, there's a strip of sauerkraut. You just don't see it. I don't know.
Right.
It's already in there. But it was a sauerkraut chocolate cake. It's interesting when you have different types of, beet juice for a red velvet cake makes perfect sense.
Right.
And I'd rather have it with beet juice, frankly, than the red food coloring.
Yeah, because it's better for you.
It probably is, yeah. It's just better. All right, as we get close to the end of the show, if someone is talking about maybe adding something new to their traditional spread that maybe we haven't talked about, something, maybe with another root vegetable, a different type of salad that might work for Thanksgiving. If you wanted to try something different from your normal traditional spread. No, I'm not saying replace it, something additional.
Right. Okay, so I have found something that's interesting that I do like.
Okay.
I never had it before, but it is my fiance's family's kind of like thing, and it's called pink salad.
Pink salad. Okay, that's what's great. It comes with, so you've not had it as part of your traditional spread, or maybe you did it at their house. Pink salad, what is it? What's pink?
Like,
What
I
makes
think
pink?
it's cherries and it's whipped cream, maybe.
It's not like it's an ambrosia salad.
It's kind of like an ambrosia.
Okay, where there's it's like whip with cherries, maybe, I don't know, are there nuts in there? There's some nuts in there. And
Yeah,
that,
and they
again,
mix
that
it
almost sounds
up.
like a dessert.
Yeah, but it's delicious. I liked it with the dressing.
Yeah.
I didn't think, I'm like, pink salad, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I love the name of that. That's so cool.
I wanted to try it because I never had it before, and it was delicious.
And it was good. Pink salad.
And it went right well with my dressing and my turkey.
And when you go set it up and you do your plates, like at our house, well, first thing, the darn fried turkey comes out, and Rick back there grabs the electric knife. And
it just goes to cutting.
We start cutting, and then as we start cutting, we just start eating it right dang then.
That's what happens.
Okay, I mean, now we'll sit down eventually, and we have all these other fantastic side dishes.
But you got to try it.
There is something about eating a fried turkey literally minutes. I mean, 2, 3, 4 minutes after it came out. It's still super hot, but it's literally hasn't sat there at all. You can let a turkey that's been fried sit for a while, it's fine. But right then and there, holy cow.
And you know what? Usually at my house, everybody's plate's almost done when the turkey comes out.
Yeah, I know.
They're done putting everything else on the plate, and then I just go to slicing.
Okay, so they've got their plate already arranged with whatever sides they want, and then they come and get the turkey last.
Yes.
That makes sense. Everything else is
and
already
my dinners are very elaborate. I make everything my grandmother ever told me.
God, but it's just awesome.
Day.
And that's Thanksgiving is the one time every year I really wish I had a giant stomach.
Right.
I mean, a giant, something, because you go through that first round and you eat everything. You want to try and do everything. Some things you like better than others, but then after you've had everything, you go back and you want to get your favorites or whatever. Yeah. And then you want to go back again and you just
and get those other things that I didn't get last time.
Yeah. It is so darn good. Do you do, once you've carved all the meat off the turkey, do you do anything with the carcass? I know some people, all right, tell me what you do.
I make soup.
All right, so how you basically take the carcass with a large pot and drop it in there okay, so and it's boiling and you're cooking it off.
Yeah, and I go through and I pick all the bones out, and then we onions and garlic and carrots and celery and green beans. I put green beans in
I could do that. Now after this, what's weird is though, we're sitting there at Thanksgiving, we're eating, and you're turkeyed out, and the last thing you're thinking, boy, that was delicious, I'm gonna have some leftovers for a while. The last thing you're thinking is, gosh, I want some turkey soup. So when you make it and you've got that after you've boiled it, you take the bone out and you, like you said, you add everything, cook it down. Do you then freeze it?
You can.
You can put it in a vacuum seal bag and freeze this.
And save it for a later day.
Or it's a broth that you could use as a base for other things. Or you just put a container in the fridge for later.
I sure do.
Is it really good?
It is very good. Because basically you just made your own turkey broth. Or I make turkey salad. People don't realize bird is a bird.
Yeah.
So like you make chicken salad, you can make turkey salad.
Sure you could. Oh, that'd be yummy. All right, we just got to wrap it up. Remind folks one more time, November 16th, tickets can be purchased for the last of 4 cooking classes at Anzie Blue. Turkey is the biggie. Go to the Anzie Blue website if you want to check it out, and you'll just hang with her for an evening, and it sounds like a good time. That's going to be November 16th coming up. And then the other reminder is the book, A Star Among Us, A Chef's Story. And
great Christmas gift, guys.
There you go. Great. It is a pretty neat book, and it's not gigantic, and it's got great recipes. Star, as always, a pleasure. Have a very great Thanksgiving, and best of luck with the catering business as you go to that. We'll miss the restaurant for sure, but this is another endeavor, and I have a feeling you're going to be around for a long time.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Thank you for coming on.
All right.
Take a break. I'll be back with a programming note right after this. Stay with us. Isn't she good?